Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Node Busters. Right here's where we are now. We've made it a fair bit. Last episode we made a lot of progress, unlocked a bunch of the Netcoin upgrades, and also got a bunch of the processors to upgrade our crypto mine. But let's get started. We're here on Prestige 8, so let's load in. Got that turret right there. Nice little bit of lag stumble there. Don't know what that's about. Not doing a whole lot of damage. Eesh. Not a whole lot going there. Plus 25% damage on hurt enemies. That's fine. Auto pulsar attack size. Yeah, that's fine. So I think that's like our little turret thing. I think he just got a bunch bigger. Not really doing enough damage on this level yet to really be helpful. Still got almost 4K there. So that's pretty solid. Anything up here? We can get armor for 6,000 red coins essentially. Yeah, we'll do plus 25% damage to enemies below 50%. That's a mighty fine upgrade. Really just trying to hit the grenades at this point. Big old cluster there. Not the first blue coin there, but that's fine. Let's just throw these in crypto. I don't know how worth it that was, but absolutely nothing going on there. I'm just gonna go back to Prestige 7 for a minute and grind up a few coins. So we made one run, got 15,000 out of the red. What are we thinking here? Let's just max that out. Um, that could be good. Got a milestone up here. Let's collect that. For destroying 10,000 red enemies, we get 16,000 extra red coins. Okay. Honestly, let's just throw it all into Netcoin. Let's do that. We can max that out. That's fine. Oh, that could be a good upgrade. That's a really good upgrade. And let's increase our armor as well. And then we can, let's save our money. And we're going to grind Prestige 7 again. Okay, and on that next run, we got almost 19,000 of the red coins, one level up, and 190 of the blues. So that lets us, let's spend that SP on 20% auto pulsar attack speed. But then we could also get one max health every time we defeat an enemy. So that's pretty solid. That could be good. But yeah, let's do that plus 10% there. That's probably our best spending there. What else have we got here? Crit chance. Yeah, that's a pretty good upgrade. And then let's just put the rest of this into the crypto. And what does that let us be able to afford? Armor or Healing. Let's do healing. Then let's move back to Prestige 8 and get going on that and see if we can actually stand to be here for more than half a second. Kind of need to start on the damage upgrades pretty soon. Starting to take damage. Yes, it's nowhere near as good as the other ones, but we do it. The auto pulsar attack size can go up. Do damage against bosses, but that doesn't really help us. That could be something good to save up for. Or we just start in the crypto. Just to have it there. I guess we'll go back to Prestige 8 again. I don't even think we really got any upgrades there. They're just so hard to go through at this point. I just don't, yeah, we're just not doing enough damage. Is there a way for us to increase our damage relatively simply? We do crit damage, but that's also still kind of expensive. Any other upgrades we can afford? No. I think I'm going to drop back to Prestige 7 just one more time, and I'll be back. So that run of Prestige 7 got us 29,000 red coins, 345 blues, and one of the yellow tokens. What can we do here for damage? 1% damage for every second. Oh, we got another milestone as well. 500 blue coins. It's pretty okay. Let's save our reds for that, because we might as well. Okay, so our max health gets increased by 3 per enemy we kill permanently. Yeah, let's just do another breach, but let's go to Prestige 8 here. Don't need many of the reds to actually do what I want to. And we should get a little bit stronger for the longer we go here. Bunch of blues right there as well. Well, I was going to try to get that yellow, but not quite able to there. Where was that upgrade? That one. Oh, let's chuck the rest of that in there. And then we can let's do armor. Let's just do armor for that time. I know I was saying I needed damage, but yeah, you know. When do I ever do what I'm saying I'm going to? Almost to another level up as well. Probably another 2 or 3 rounds, maybe. Big ol' explosion there. And I believe the more armor we have, or the more health we have, the more armor we get, so that's going to be a compounding thing that helps us for as long as we play. There's the boss. Not going to be able to take him out, I don't think. Nope, not even close. But we are starting to actually make quite a bit of money. That could be good. But so I decided to go with a little bit more armor and a little bit more spawn rate. Because spawn rate's just going to equal healing at this point. It sounds like kind of counterproductive, but it's kind of the way that the build works at this point. And it's just more resources. Quicker. There's another yellow. That'd be nice to have, because that's a doubling the speed of our conversions. We might start working on the critical upgrades. Well, we leveled up there, so it'll give us a pretty decent upgrade, probably. We go explosion size up a little bit. What's this milestone up here for? I think it's just an extra bonus yellow, so that's going to be up to 4,200 conversion. I don't think that's as good as what it sounds, because we have so many enemies. Like, there's very rare that there's less than 8. So we're going to buy bolt damage just to max it out. I guess we'll go with the exploder size for our level up point. And then let's also increase our critical chance. I think that'll be something good to go for. And let's just increase the pulsar moving speed. And we'll go for another run here. Kind of doubt we're going to get through the boss here. Getting a lot of resources right off the rip here. All kinds of them. I don't know, it just seems like we got a lot there. Or at least they're building up really quick. Oh, we defeated the boss. That's kind of better than what I was expecting. I guess the crit chance did it for us. We can increase our auto pulsar size. What else can we do here? Honestly, let's just dump that into crypto. And let's max out that armor there. A little bit more health restoration. So I think that's up to 6 per second. Then we can do +2 bolts, or pulse bolts per second. So that's okay. That could be good, but that's going to take quite a few points. So did we go to prestige? No, we didn't go to a new prestige. Let's terminate that real quick. Alright. Maybe it was. Maybe I just can't read. What are you? Oh. Okay. Do I just need to avoid that type? That was a lot of resources, but not much we can really do with it. So let's drop back down to Prestige 8. I'm going to make a run through here, and I'll be right back. And we got 33,000 red points from that, so that's pretty solid. Let's put it all into crit damage. Let's do a little bit more damage to bosses. And let's just make the pulsar move a little bit quicker, I suppose. I don't think that's going to give us any... Okay, we can do it a little bit more healing. And we'll stay on Prestige 8 for another run. And we have another run with almost 40k red coins. Quite a few of the blue ones as well. What do we want to go for here? We can go with the auto pulsar can attack faster from our level up there. We could do a substantial amount of... Ooh, we could do a lot of things here. I don't think that's that great for us. I mean, it could be okay, but... A little bit of crit. And then 100% damage to enemies below. 50%. A little bit more move speed for the auto pulsar. That'll be good. That's not going to give us anything, so let's just go to Prestige 9. And we'll see how we stack up now. Not very well, according to the health. Pretty sure those... They're not instant death, but they're pretty close to it. Also another run where we try to avoid those spiky ones. I know later on in the runs, like, we're not going to be able to see them. Because they're just going to get absolutely covered. Ah, it's a decent run. Let's dump all of that into transfer. We could do it with more spawn rate. Another drone? That could be. Does that work? Oh my goodness. That's an insane amount of extra damage. Because if we can get both of those to like stay right around the center, that is an insane upgrade. Our next one is for 40,000, so let's save up for that real quick. So that run yielded us with 42,000. So if we quickly do a quick throw into there, upgrade the conversion speed a little bit, that should let us get another one of them. So that's pretty solid. And then our bolts now explode. A little bit more regen, so that's always good. Let's give Prestige 9 one more try. Since we now have 3 of the drones. That's almost kind of annoying. Didn't really do great there, I'm not gonna lie. I guess we'll take that. At least we do get the resources insanely quick here. All 3 drones are right on top of each other, which isn't necessarily ideal. But at least they're kind of going to focus their damage, I suppose. If that was to get like on the boss or something like that, we'd be cooking him. I mean, just that shorter run right there is 15,000. Let's throw that into the crypto. I don't think there's anything we can actually afford with that. So I kind of want to save up enough money for this insatiable upgrade here, which will take us from 3 to 8 max health per enemy kill. So I'm going to save up for that. Alright, that run yields us 55,000. Got a yellow coin and a level up token. So we can spend that level up token on another 20% on the auto pulsers. Got a milestone as well. An extra 20k. So, okay, for one, we can get plus 50,000 max health. That's always good. And then let's drop a cool 40k in that. That was so we can get insatiable. Apparently, I cannot count. There's that. Let's do pickup range, I guess. Extra 50% there. And then we'll do an extra 10% crit chance. So that's up to 80% crits. Pretty solid. But unfortunately, that's all the time I have for today. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.